In this video, let's take a look at how to create sheets for this project. So sheets are basically the working drawing sheets that you would see with the title block and including the drawings. So what we can do is we can go to this sheets. We don't have any sheets right now, so that's why it's not populated. It doesn't have a plus sign here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and say new sheet. Now when I say that, it's going to ask me where I can find a title block. Right now I don't have any title blocks available that kind of work with my requirements. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and load a title block. The title block that I want to load is going to be an A3 size sheet. So it's going to be 11 by 17 sheet with appropriate title block. So let's go ahead and go to US Imperial Library, and there should be a folder called title blocks here, and there are some sheets available. This 11 by 17 is what we want to have, so we have a nice title block here. I'm gonna select that, and that's gonna get updated. So this is the A3 size sheet that you can print out using a printer in a computer lab, even if you wanted to do so. But for this particular exercise, we're not gonna print it out, we're gonna PDF it. So I'm just going to use that title block template, and I'm going to say okay, and this is our title block. So we can change certain things here. For example, we can change the logo, we can change some of the information that we have here. Let's take a look at how to change some of the information. So I can go to manage, and I can go to project information here, and there are some things that we can add to the project information, like the organization name, organization description, building name, and author. Those should get updated in our project. So let's do that. I'm gonna say organization name. I'm gonna say OSU. Say OSU DHM. Building human sciences. Author is going to be TC. And you can add whatever you want. Project issue date, I'm just gonna leave. I can add a date here if I wanted to. Project status, I can say schematic, and client name, I can say OSU Human Sciences. Project address, I can find the address by going and clicking here, or manually adding it here. Just gonna click here, and I can add it here. So 431 Human Sciences. Well, it's no longer Human Sciences. It's NRD. Building. Stillwater. Okay. 74078. Alright, that's gonna be our project address. Let's say, I don't know, DHM 4373. Project number could be 21001, something like that. Alright, okay. As you can see, some of these information just changed. The project changed, and the project number changed. The issue date, I didn't have that there, but that if I added that should change as well. So some of that information changed by using this project information. Others, like for example this section, you can change these as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on this, which would open it up in a family editor window. Now this is the family editor. As you can see, there are a limited amount of tools available here, and I can just select it and just delete it if I wanted to. I'm just going to delete that, delete this. Alright. And what I can do is I can bring in something here as well, like an image if I wanted to. Go to insert, and can bring in an image. Go into my desktop, find something that I can bring in. I'm gonna bring this one in. It's just gonna be my sign. But if you want to, you can bring in a logo. Just put it in there, and that's it. So you can customize your title block. So project close. I'm just gonna save it. Well, let's not save it. I'm just gonna say no, and now it's gonna ask me override the existing version. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and now it's updated with my title block information. So all of this is seems to be okay. I have my title block prepared. So if I go into my sheets, I have one sheet here, and what I can do is I can start adding stuff in here. So all we need to do is just drag and drop it. So I'm gonna place it here. That's gonna be our plan, just to like start the project, and it should fit, almost fit at least. There might be some parts jutting out, but that's okay. And you can just move these just a bit using my keyboard keys. I can just move it just a tad so that it goes inside like so. And I can go into the plan and just bring these markers inside. These are my elevation markers, if you remember. So we want them inside of the plan. So I can go to my plan and I can bring these closer to the plan so that those are going to be visible in my printout. So just gonna move these closer. And just make sure that it doesn't cut into the building, because otherwise what happens is it becomes a section rather than an elevation, right? So we want to make sure that this line is behind this point of the arrow. Like even if it doesn't show up in your plans, it's okay, but that's it. So let's go into our sheet. Oop. That's our sheet. This one is not going to show up, and that's okay. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Don't move this in here, because then it becomes a section rather than an elevation. So then it becomes, this is going to be a section of this area. So we need to add that in. Right now it's a 1/8 drawing. So if you go to your plan, you'd see that this is at 1/8, and that's what we want to have, right? So here, I can rename this as flow plan. So I can go ahead and create a new sheet for each of these the other drawings. I'm gonna say okay, and it's gonna have the same title block that we added, so you don't have to worry about that. But then I can go in and bring in my, say, elevations. Let's go here and just drag and drop the elevations. East elevation there, and you can just modify these later on. If I go to my east elevation, what I want to do is I want to bring these, let's just bring these closer here to this point, and we don't have anything here, so that's, if you want to, we can just grab it and bring it closer like so. Right, so that's that, and we can change this, or just bring it here. And if you don't want this line, we can edit that line as well. So all you need to do is select the drawing and then click on this small dot, just bring it closer like so. So you have the east elevation there. And then let's just grab this one, there you go, and do the same thing there. You can just bring these closer to the drawing. There you go. And if I go here into my drawing, there you go, can just move it here so that it matches up with the top one. Again, select the drawing, and then you should be able to just move this line up to that point. And that's again 1/8. What you're gonna see is this is the number, and now since we added this to this particular page, if you go into your plan view, so if you go to the plan view, you now begin to see these markers getting populated with the correct number of drawings. So this is drawing number 1 and it's located on A102, and once you added these, that's gonna happen to that as well. So let's add another sheet. I'm gonna add another sheet, and this one, oh, I forgot to rename this. This is gonna be elevations, and gonna add we don't have any sections right now, so let's go ahead and create some sections quite easily. It's very easy to create sections in Revit. So I'm just gonna go here and create a section. I'm gonna add a section here, and maybe even make sure that it's closer to the drawing so that it fits our plan view, and then go ahead and add a section maybe here like that, maybe up to that point. Alright, so this is a section box that you see, and that's what you're going to see when you cut the section. So now the sections should be populated under the sections tab. So this is my section 1, this is my section 2. I can just use these to, if it's not showing up properly, I can move these in order for them to show up. So that's that, and I can add those into this page here. So I'm gonna go here, just bring these sections, bring one here, and that is my section, and I can just do the same thing that we did previously. So that's that. And I think we might have to just use, well, I think we can add 2 sections here. So let's bring that here and just move it on top like that, and just bring the other section here, and let's see if that works. I think we can just cram those 2 in. There you go. And oop, sorry. There you go. So just bring this one in, and that's that. And you see these section markers also get populated once you start adding the drawings in. So that's how you bring in your sheets, or create sheets and add your drawings in. And we can add more drawings, like the schedules, the same way you create a schedule, and you create a sheet for the schedule and just drag and drop it into the drawing. So that's it.